All right. Hey, Stephanie.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Okay, good. Well, thanks for being on a call with me today. Just for our viewers, you were part of my first ever cohort of the Six Figure Studio that we're just wrapping up now. And so I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about your experience in the group. So for starters, why don't you tell us a little bit about you and your work and what you do, and why you decided the Six Figure Studio was right for you.
I've been doing. I'm sorry, my phone's probably still going to keep.
That's okay. That's fine.
I've been doing photography since 2013 is when I actually started my business. I always did it part time, and I dabbled in a lot of things. I was okay doing just about everything that came my way until I found my niche, right? And so I just decided that I wanted to only focus on portraits and really narrow that down to maternity, newborn, and headshots. Sorry.
That's
Um,
okay.
uh, yeah, and also focus on projects too that are important to me that require portraiture. Uh, yeah, for me though, it was a matter of taking it full time. This was a part-time job for me, and I knew that if I wanted to start feeling value in myself and what I do, then I needed to work for myself and not work for anybody else. That is why I signed up for this course. So that way I knew um, best practices on how to make this a business where I can supplement my main income and do what I love to do at the same time.
Yeah, I love
And
that.
so just getting all the help that I can was why I signed up for this. So.
I love that. So did you have any reservations about signing up, or were you just like, yeah, no, this sounds like the right course for me and I'm going to do it?
No, not necessarily, because you are a photographer that I admired. When I found your missing link course, I knew right away because it spoke to me, because I was that photographer that would go into people's homes and do newborn sessions with them, which is a wonderful concept. I mean, everybody loves that. They love that they don't have to leave. They love that they can get photos of their child's bedroom. If it's a new first baby, all of those things it's a wonderful concept. However, not everybody's house is set up the same way. And you hit it on the nail there when you said that like you can't control the light regardless if you're in somebody's home. So when I signed up for that course, and I learned so much just from that, it was just a no-brainer. And then when you offered this, I was like, well, I mean, if she's great at teaching this, then how could she not know what she's doing? So it was definitely worth signing up for.
Oh, I love that. So what are your favorite things about the program, and what has been your biggest takeaway?
My favorite things about the program is just how everybody seemed to lean on one another. These live courses, whereas as opposed to just pre-recording the material, depending on if it's a small thing that like the missing link, if that was just a specific subject, sure, record the material, write up a PDF, send it out. That's helpful information. But if you're going to invest several months into something, I don't want to just be given pre-recorded information. I mean, it sounds like a great idea, but if you're going to tell me, give me something to do on my own time, I'm probably not going to do it. Several months will go by and then I will kick myself for spending the money. I like that we're meeting on these days, and you're going to ask me all your questions. We're going to go over some material, and then I'm going to give you some assignments. It was paced out perfectly, and therefore it made me want to keep up with it. And just the information that you gave, I wouldn't say it wasn't necessarily new stuff that I'd already learned, but it was taught to me in another way that was easier for me to comprehend. And I think that has a lot to do with your teaching background. But just, you made it so simple, like don't reinvent the wheel. You're already doing it. And that was the biggest takeaway for me, was that I already have material to put on my website. I don't have to go and make up things.
So and it's valuable, and your clients want to know about it. Yeah.
So yeah, that was my biggest takeaway, was just how I can I already have the material and I can just reuse it over and over again and it will have the same effect.
Yeah, which is great. And so do you feel like you're going to be able to go into 2021 stronger as a result?
For sure, because now I have more confidence about my platform, and I've been given this time to really get my website, and also too, just the critiques of our website. I I thank you for not butchering my my website. Apparently, I was doing already the things that you expected or were wanting us to do, but yeah, I've had this time to really fix up my website and put it on a platform that I feel comfortable with. And now I just need to get it out there and be comfortable with, or be confident that I know what I'm doing and I need to sell that to others.
Absolutely. And so one of the things that we work on in the program, as you know, is we spend an entire month working on messaging and marketing and putting together like a really simple system, my whole like reduce, reuse, recycle system for content so that you can then go on and create content plans. Do you feel like you're going to be able to take that information and really craft a really strong marketing plan going forward?
Sure, definitely.
I love that. Because that I feel like is something that people struggle with all the time. It's like they're so good at photography and that they know how to take pictures and it's just not communicating what they need to communicate to their people that keeps them stuck, which is such a shame.
Well, and it's that too. It's not knowing what to market for. It's you've got to have a plan all year long. And it's like you said with the blog posts. Just go ahead and write them now, and then just schedule them out, and then don't worry about it after that, and then do it again next year. The exact same thing again if you have to. But you've got to know your schedule and know what you're booking for. Yeah, yeah.
And like know how to speak to your client, right? Like know the kind of information that they need to hear from you so that you have blog posts to use in your marketing that you can then use for other areas. And it's the whole system, which I love teaching, as you know. So, well, I love that. And I know that I've watched you through this program and you've had so many just really great breakthroughs, and which is fun for me to see too, as well as the other people in the group. So one of the biggest reservations I think people have about signing up for the course is the investment, because they're like, oh, it seems like so much money and is it going to be worth it? And I know myself included, we've all had experience where we sign up for something that's supposed to be the magic bullet and then it just like doesn't work and we feel like we've wasted our money. Do you have any insight or anything that you would share on that?
I could see the hesitancy, but I've already made back the money that I put into this, and it's going to take time also too, because your approach involves a lot of search engine optimization, and that's not something that kicks in overnight. So it was an investment for me to really understand SEO the way you understand it. And I know that was a big part of it. I know that's not what the whole course is about, but SEO was something that I knew that I needed to nail down. And that's why maybe I wasn't getting as much traffic as I'd like. But I'm very confident now what I've put into place after what you've taught us, that only time will tell. So we still have quite a bit of time before 2021 comes around. So I have all the reason to believe that 2021 will be my platform will be solid.
Oh, I know it will. So this is what's fun for me, is being where I am 21 years into this and having used the same system that I teach you guys in there, is like, I already know, because we've only been, we're just finishing up our program now. So it's been 3 months together, and watching you guys already making your money back that you invested and already having success. And what I know is that that's just going to be exponential. So the more you do it, we're going to go in. It's like, not only are you going to make your money back, you're going to double your money back. You're going to, triple your money back. It's just going to, it really, that's why I call it the 6-figure studio, because it's exactly how I was able to scale my business to 6 figures. And I know it's going to work. So
yeah. And I'm very much somebody who can be very stingy with my money. And, I want to know that what I'm putting in, it's going to come back even more. But sometimes you just have to be willing to take those risks. And, I've already spent money on courses, and have not made that money back yet. I mean, I have over time, of course, but that was months ago.
Yeah.
But within your course, I have made my money back. So but it's not necessarily all about that either. Either it's they don't make enough money to begin with in their business, so therefore they're afraid that they're going to waste their money that they've already made. And I understand that. I very much was feeling that way, but I finally just had to, just take a chance and know that I'm putting my money towards valuable information that I can use towards my business. And yes, you have to be willing to be a student and learn.
Yeah. And sometimes it is like putting the cart in front of the horse for a little bit. Like you have to make the investment to learn what you need to learn to be able to really make the money you want to make. And I think where I used to go wrong in my business is I would waiting to have the money before I could invest. And what that does is it postpones the making the money, right? Like, because it takes you so long to get there on your own, whereas you could like have it done in 3 months and be on your way.
And it's possible too that a lot of your potential students are just starting out in their business and don't have really the income right now to spend. But if they go and research a little bit more, other people that are, also have their own platforms of teaching, you are more affordable. You really are.
I know. I really did try to scrape the bare minimum for this. I do know that.
I'm sure you know that. But the information you were giving and the way you were teaching it, it's gold. So, I mean, yeah, just the money that people are charging and for not a live class it's ridiculous. So, I mean, not that it's ridiculous, it's still valuable information, but I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere when it's just handed to me and it's left up for me to learn it. So I appreciate it. The difference is a live class every week. And it's like being in college again, right? You just got to put in the time and show up for it.
Yeah.
And it's fun at the same time. Everybody was cool with each other. We all got along. Everybody wanted to learn from one another. They didn't have any naysaying or anything like that. We all really took to each other. So yeah, we had a really good group for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think we have such a good group. I'm going to miss you guys. Well, Stephanie, I don't want to keep you all day. Thank you so much for your time and for sharing your words of wisdom with potential other six-figure studio students. I appreciate that. Do you have anything you want to say before we go, or are you good?
I think I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you. I'll see you on Monday.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.